Happy Heart. Seems like the first time I've seen your name in here. I have felt many times that I was guided to do something or try something, thinking it had to be a sign from the universe, just to be guided nowhere, and felt like I wasted my time and energy. My guess is, and this has happened to me a number of times, I'm just going to share with you at least what pops into my head, and we'll see if it's germane in any way, shape, or form. But there's been a number of times in my life where I've been led into a certain direction because of false promises, if you will. Felt very strongly that something was going to be the case and went towards it with all my might and kind of got closer to it or whatever, and then realized it wasn't what I wanted it to be or wasn't what I thought it was. But in my case anyways, when I look back at what I did, it generally produced, one, experiences that I needed and didn't realize I needed, gave me opportunities that at the time seemed foreign, but now when I look back on it, I realize, oh wow, that made this other thing possible in my life. Realizing that sometimes I've gotten to know people better after the effect and realized this wouldn't have worked out long term anyway, so good thing. A lot of the times I have found, actually I would say 100% of the time, I'll truly say 100% of the time, I've seen, 90% of the time, because there's still some mysteries out there, a couple of them for sure, but most of the time, I can actually backtrack, hindsight's 2020, I can actually go back and see what it is that's caused it or what I gained from it not coming the way I wanted it. And also seeing what I gained from going down the path. So I've been led in directions that didn't pan out like I thought they were, but when I had the hindsight, I noticed I gained a bunch. So I would try to refresh. And then again, sometimes they get you to a location and then you can hopscotch to another location, and that's where you actually wanted to be. And sometimes you can't get straight A to Z, right? Sometimes you've got to do a few letters to then get to Z. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know if that is germane, but that's happened to me a lot of times in life. And, really, that's why I always say follow your heart, follow your feelings. They'll lead you in the right direction. You may think it's one thing. I've gone chasing after people before and actually in the process, one, become a better person, two, become a better man, had a different appreciation for people with kids, a whole slew of things have come through a lot of these pursuits. And the reality is I've become a much, much better person for it, and certainly allowing myself to appreciate that now in this wonderful relationship that's about to have our 2-year anniversary. So everything's going really, really well, right? So life is groovy.